Okay, so I'm 1 minute I'm 1 minute off, but look. Hey everybody, how are you? I hope your Sunday is well. So today I don't have a guest. I will have guests the next two Sundays, but today I don't have a guest. Hi, my name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And so today I am coming on LinkedIn Live and on Facebook Live to talk about three business statements all business owners need to understand. Like, it doesn't matter if you are selling fish or if you're selling uh, clothing, it doesn't matter. These are the three reports, the three statements actually, that if you're trying to bring on an investor or you're trying to get money, like say grant money or loan money or any money, if you're trying to bring on a partner, like you're trying to show anybody the health of your business, then these three statements are paramount in gauging how well your business is doing or how well your business is not doing. And so we're going to talk about those in depth. But before we go there, I always have to tell you what I got going on. So I am enrolling for August the 2nd. I have both a virtual and a LinkedIn is doing something crazy. So let me get LinkedIn together. Lord, LinkedIn, what are y'all doing over there? Let's try it again. LinkedIn, what are you doing? Let me see. It tells me to go to LinkedIn and make sure the stream looks okay. So let me do that because LinkedIn is doing something different from me. I may have to post LinkedIn later. So let me just go and look and make sure that LinkedIn, my LinkedIn feed is doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't see it. Well, anyway, I'm not going to hold everybody else up because LinkedIn is not acting well. We'll just remove LinkedIn and I'll do something different with them later. That's what we'll do. But in any case, uh, this is me coming on to say, now I tried to get them back in. I think they are. Good. LinkedIn. Thank you. Got LinkedIn in. I know. That was difficulties. These technology guys, if you use technology in your business, then you already know that it works perfect until it doesn't work at all. And that's what I'm running through now. Right now, it told me my LinkedIn feed was not going through the way it should have. But in any case, getting back to what I was saying, I am hosting an online and in-person business class for 90 days, beginning August the 2nd. So at the end of this video, I have the link. It is $197 per student per seat, and it's to give you an overview of business. So I have a survey going on, a poll going on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just not going to work for today. It's just not. I'm going to have to do it some other time. But I have a poll on LinkedIn where I'm teaching them how to, what is, if you wanted to start a business, what would you be wanting to look for? And so I've asked them. And so far, the only responses I got were, we want to know how to get started, which this class would help you in getting started. If you dream of having a business, if you have a business idea and you want to learn how to do business well, this class will help you with that because it's an overview. It's actually an evidence-based class that is written by the Kauffman Foundation. The Kauffman Foundation is the number one philanthropist of entrepreneurship. Like, they give donations and money and have been for a while. I mean, for quite some time. But I have access to their platform, which is called Fast Track. And so Fast Track takes you deep dives into an overview of business. It lasts exactly 12 weeks. We start night one, learning about who you are and what you do. And then we look at your business idea. We take it apart. We give you things to test. And then you really build your business from the ground up. It's a wonderful class. Even the business owners who've already in business have went through it, have said, oh, if I had this, some time ago, my business would be doing well. Like 3 years later, my business would be doing well. So it gives you a infrastructure for your business. So that's coming up in August 2nd, and I'll show you how to enroll in that at the end if you stay to the end of this video. So this today is we're talking about the 3 financial statements that all business owners need to understand. And so I'm going to give you, this is an overview. In the class, we actually dive deep into it and take them apart so you understand how they work. But I'm going to give you enough information for you to be curious enough to go do the rest of the research on your own, or that you may even want to come join me on August the 2nd to learn more, because we talk about these 3 financial statements, but we also talk about all the other financial statements that you as a business owner need to be very aware of. Like a lot of times, especially in small businesses, we don't get into the finances, and we really should, because that's the lifeblood of our business ideas, right? If our business is not doing well, it's because we don't understand how the finances are working. So this is to help you. This is a shortcut. Every business plan needs to have these 3 statements. Like if you're doing grant proposals, they're going to probably ask you for these 3 statements. It's that important because you can quickly gauge the health of your business through these 3 reports. Okay, so let's get started. So my name is Linda Merkwood. Like I told you, I'm a business strategist. I help businesses to get their foundations together at LSMB Business Solutions, which is my company. And so they call me the business plug because I give information like this today to business owners who are looking to learn more about how to do business well. In our discussion, we're going to talk about 3 business statements. We're going to talk about the cash flow, the balance sheet, the income statement, or maybe you may hear the profit loss statement, because they're interchangeable, like they do the same thing. So you may see income statement, you may see the profit and loss statement. So when you're talking about, and this is also important, if you're talking about doing business and checking your business monthly, like you as a business owner need to be aware of what it takes to operate your business. And you do that by making sure that you're checking the reports, the various reports that go with your business. So these are the 3, and this information I got, by the way, is from Investopedia. So Investopedia has a lot of financial information, free financial information for business owners just like you, if you're curious about these statements, if you want to learn more about the finances that go along with your business. Evaluating your position. It is very, very, very important that you as a business owner keep track of how well the health of your business. Like you need to know what kind of money you're getting in. You need to know what kind of money is going out. You need to know what's going on inside your business, where the money is flowing, and what is it covering inside your business. And so these 3 reports are going to help you do that. So the first one we're going to talk about is the cash flow. So the cash flow, what is it and why do you need it? Well, let me tell you that. You need the cash flow statement because it provides information regarding how money inflows into your business, and it also how it receives an ongoing operation and external investments. Like there are sections of that report that tells you about your operating, your investments, your financing. Those are 3 very important elements of your business. And so if you don't understand how to read your cash flow statement, you're not understanding about how you're operating. You're not understanding about any investments that you've made, and you're not understanding about the finance and how that's working in your business. When you put those 3 together, they're called the net cash flow. So you want to write that down, net cash flow. Okay, the first section of the cash flow statement is the cash flow from the operations part. So in your operations, it's talking about how does money go. How does it go for the things that it takes to do business? Like if you're doing marketing, or if you're doing buying product, or if you're out here buying anything, stationery, business cards, anything that has to do with the operation of your business is in that section. The next section is the investment section. And what it talks about, it looks at the results of your gains and losses. If you're doing any investments in your business, then it's tracking that to make sure that you're aware of where your gains are and where your losses are. That's going to help you make decisions. The operations piece is going to help you make decisions too, because you can quickly see where your money is going. Like, you know exactly where your money is going and where it's leaving out, where it's going out of. You know how much is going in to each part of your operation, so you know how much is going out of your operation. So that's why it's another good idea to know what a cash flow statement is. The cash flow statement from financing is the final section, and it provides an overview of your cash that you use for your debt and for your equity. So when you're talking about how much of your business you're on, what percentage of your business you're on, what that look like in dollars and cents, like understanding how much debt you're in versus how much equity you have in your business, because the more you owe someone else, the less you own of your business. So you need to kind of track that. So this cash flow statement will help you with that. Again, if you're trying to get financing, if you're trying to bring on investors, if you're trying to get a partner, this information at a glance can tell them how well your business is doing. And that's why you need to know before you go and ask somebody to print one out for you that you're going to present. And then you don't really understand how to read it yourself. So it is worth it. If you're a business owner, it's worth it to you to learn how to read your cash flow statement. The next statement is your balance sheet. So your balance sheet is just as important as your cash flow statement. And really, we're going to talk about what it is and why you need it. So the balance sheet is financial statement is divided into sections, right? And same thing, it looks at your company's assets, like what do you own, like what equipment have you bought, what major, long-term, short-term equipment, what liabilities, who do you owe? And it also looks at your shareholders' equity. So if, even yourself, you being the principal of your company, it looks at what all that looks like. And so the balance sheet is one of the three statements like we're going to talk about, right? We've already talked about cash flow, and then the other two we're going to talk about that's going to help you to understand. The income statement is the final one, but we're going to talk about that one next. The balance sheet is a snapshot representing the state of the company's finances, what it owes and what it owns. Like, you need to know that as of the date that you print the report. So it takes a snapshot in time of the health, the wealth and health of your business. And then the fundamental analysts use the balance sheet in conjunction with other things to calculate the financial ratios, like to look at your financial ratio for your business or for your projections even. So that's your balance sheet. Now, the income statement, what it is and why you need it. The income statement is the third of those reports. So the income statement is one along with the other two that gives your company's financial performance over a specific period of accounting time. Now, check this out. When people talk about their bottom line, and they talk about they call it bottom line, they call it net income. They call it, I'm trying to think of whatever else they call it, but those are the two principal ones. They call it the net income and the bottom line. When you are trying to figure out what that is, it is your total revenue plus any gains minus what you're going to spend for your expenses and losses. That's how you get to your net income. And so on the income statement, you can actually see it. The bottom line is the very last line on an income statement is the net income. So how you get there, the first at the top is your revenue, is pulling out your cost of goods sold. Then you have what's called your gross profit. So if you take your total revenue, you minus out what you paid to make that product, that service, then you'll get what's called the gross profit. So the gross profit is not really the final profit, because out of that comes your fixed income, your fixed expenses and your taxes and everything else. Once you get all that out of the way, then you have the bottom line, and that's where you come with your net income. So the total revenue is the sum of both the operating and non-operating revenues, while total expenses include those incurred in primary and secondary activities. And the revenue is not about receipts, right? Because sometimes revenue is earned and reported on the income statement. Receipts is cash that you receive or are paid out. It is not reported on the income statement. So not receipts, just revenue, just what comes into your company, right? Understanding what that is, the income statement will get you there. An income statement provides valuable insight into the company's operations, the efficiency of its management, and the underperforming sectors and its performance relative to the industry's peers. So you can look and see where you fall. If you understand your industry information, you can look and see where you fall. Is your business online with a comparable business? That's why I tell my business owners, like a lot of times we go in business and we don't even think about their competitors out there. Like we know one or two people, but we don't think intimately about those other businesses and how we stack up with them and how what the industry is saying about how they do business versus how we do business. So you need to be aware of your competitors when you're doing your finances. Like you didn't know how you stand. Like knowing that you had a good month is not enough. If that's all you know is, okay, I did a good month. Okay, but how is that in comparison to your competitors? Like, is that good, bad, or indifferent? You need to know that. So understanding your business totally with these reports. Now, again, I told you in the beginning of this that I am offering a class that will teach you about these financial reports and more. It's an overview, a total overview of business 101. Like it tells you everything. The thing about it is, we start off with understanding who you are as a business owner. And then from understanding who you are as a business owner, we go to understanding who your customers, your avatars are. We fine tune that. Then we go through the operations of your business, like looking at your systems, looking at how you distribute your products, how you market your business, how you make sales, what your sales projections look like. We could talk about the distribution, how things get to your customer. And we even go through all of that. And then at the end, we do your customer service. And then at the end of the class, you actually walk away with a business plan, because we take loose 10 different elements of your business and get them packed so that they are able to do a business plan. These financial reports are discussed in depth with a whole other range of financial reports that's going to be very important to you to understand as a business owner. I'm using the Fast Track registered program from the Kauffman Foundation. We start on August the 2nd. Here's the thing. If you're interested in doing it, you can go ahead and enroll today, and then you can make the payment before August 2nd. So that's how it's working. If you are interested and think this class would be very beneficial to you and your business, if you want an overview of what it looks like to own a business, a successful business, like setting it up the right way, if you want to do that, then go ahead and go to the link that I've put here, the bit.ly 3QNNE9H will get you enrolled in the class. And then you just have to pay the $197 before August 2nd. But guess what? As a bonus, because I want you to understand what you're purchasing, I've actually put the first chapter's information there so you can actually go through it at no charge. Go through it, see if it's something that's going to be helpful to you. And if it's helpful to you and you want to learn more, there are 5 modules. I put the first one out so you can get an idea of what it's like. And that's what we'll be doing. So if that interests you, then you can just use that link and go there and learn about how to do business well. That class is for people who have little or no business experience, business training, because the information that we provide is evidence-based, based on what the Kauffman Foundation says that business owners need to know in order for them to be successful. It is baseline, benchmark, so much information, but it's going to trigger other things for you to understand and want to learn about your business. That's what we're doing. So if you have any comments, if you're watching this, if you have any comments about this video, this is going to be a short one. It's not going to be a long one. But if you have any comments about this video or any question about the 3 reports that I just showed you, then please just put it in the chat and let's talk about it. This is to help you to learn how to do business well. This is what I do all day, every day as a business strategist for small businesses. And one of the things that I have found that is missing in a lot of small businesses is financial acumen. Now, mind you, This is the bottom line. Like, this is not the whole, you need to know all this to run a successful business. This is an introduction level, right? So this is an introduction, bare minimum basis. I am not a financial person, but I do have financial people on my team that I can refer to you to in order to get your books together so that your numbers are right, so that you understand your numbers, and so that the IRS doesn't come after you. Like, very important. Not just the IRS, but any of the tax people. I have people that's what they do. That's their lane of genius. What I do is introduce you to the idea of, this is the bare minimum you need in order to operate your business effectively and sufficiently. So when you're talking about long term, right? A lot of people that start businesses don't think long term, and that's why 90% of them close their business in the first 3 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. And I think they say that the real number is, in the first 3 years, there's about 20%. But then when you get to year 5, there's like another 50% of the ones that were left that's gone. So a lot of people open business and don't understand, this is the lifeblood. This is the lifeblood of you operating a business effectively. The numbers. Like, this is the most important part of all the business acumen that you will gain. Learning business, entrepreneurship, numbers is going to be what saves you. Like, understanding those intimately is going to help your business flow. It's going to help you to understand how you impact those numbers, and what you do impacts those numbers as well. So that's it. See, that was quick and to the point. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And today I'm talking about this financial stuff, because we're at mid-year. And so for some people, this is their fiscal year time. And so they're trying to get the numbers ready so they can budget for the next fiscal year, right? I need to do more in-depth study on the statements. Yes, I missed some weeks doing class before. You are welcome to, if you've ever taken the class, and that's the thing, if you've ever taken the class and you want to jump in again, you don't have to pay for it twice. Like, you've already paid for the class, you can actually come back and retake anything. Like, after you've done business for a while, maybe some of the stuff now makes sense. So if you took the class previously and you paid for the class, you are welcome to come join this session on August the 2nd. And you're welcome to join any of we'll have a calendar. So you're welcome to join any of it that you think you may have missed. You don't have to pay for it a second time. That's not necessary. I want to make sure that you get the information you need in order to be successful business owners for the long term. So that's what we're doing. So you are welcome. You are welcome. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. My goal is to help you to be successful. Like, I want you to be successful more than anything. So it's not about, you have to pay a second fee. No, you don't. You've paid once, you've paid enough. You're welcome to come back and join us. And we're doing it live and on the internet. So it's an online class or it's a physical in-person class, whichever one that suits you. It's 6 o'clock on August 2nd, which is a Monday, at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yes, that's what we're doing. Well, that's all I have. I just wanted to bring you to those 3 statements and make sure you guys, if you don't get it from here, please get it from somewhere. Find someone who will help you to understand the finances of your business, because that's very important. That's why we have so much turnover and people closing, is because they don't understand the numbers, and the numbers are everything. If you don't have the numbers right, if you don't understand, if you're not watching the numbers, and it's more than just reconciling your checkbook. Like, it's more to it than just that. That's a good thing if you can reconcile your checkbook and it comes out right. Okay, that's step one. That's step one. That is a good thing. But the other part of that is you need to know how your money is moving in your business. You need to know what your top expenses are. You need to know how much it's costing you to do business. Like, you need to know all that, because if you're ever trying to get funding, or you're ever trying to bring on somebody who has what you lack, they're going to want to know. Like, the lenders, the grantors, all of them are going to want to know if you have a business plan, or if you write a grant, whatever. They're going to want to know how familiar you are with your finances, and they want to know that your finances are looking well. And you don't want to apply for something and then they ask you for a cash flow, and then you look at it and it's like, oh, wait a minute, it's got lines of credit on it. Like, you don't really want that to happen. So This is your heads up. This is your warning. Go ahead and learn how to do business well. I'll see you guys next week at 7 o'clock. Next week I have a guest, and let me see. Let me look and see. Let me see if I can look and see who my guest is. Sometimes I can tell. Sometimes I can't. But let me look and see who my guest is next week, because I actually have a person coming on. Let's see. We're gonna like this. So next week I have Oreen Collier. She's gonna come on. She's an artist, and she's gonna talk about her art and the things that she does. I was inspired. I saw her at an event for at the Family Crisis Center, Family Justice Building. She did an exhibit there, and some of her artwork just spoke to me. Like, she is really, really, really a great artist. And so she's going to be my guest next Sunday at 7. So Oreen Collier, if I say her name, if I didn't butcher her name up, she's going to join me next Sunday at 7. You're going to want to tune in then. So I will see you guys next week. Have a blessed week, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great one. Bye-bye.